Oh, right. Is it recording? Is it? No, hold up. What is it doing with the sound? Why is it so slow? All right. I think it's recording now. It's recording, but I think it's recognizing my voice now. So, all right. Good morning, guys. Welcome to a new episode. Today it's Tuesday, the 9th of April. Welcome to the new pre-market analysis, actually. And welcome to a new channel. It's not Mile FX anymore. It's Trades by Mile. Since that's my most active Instagram account at the moment. Um, it's more of a commercial account. It's more of a I'm gonna use it to show my stuff, do more than just analysis. A lot of my tools will be showcased on there, the way I use them, the way I trade with them, the way I make money with them. I will show you how I make money with my automated tools. I will show you how I make money trading manually if I have the time. Um, at the moment, it's quite hard to trade manually. So why is it hard? It's not hard. I'm just too busy to trade manually. Um, like there are some setups during the morning sessions, but they're not there that often, and I'm not there that often. So that way, automated trading kind of helps me still being active on the charts and still making money from the market while not actually trading myself. The only thing I do is manage my trades. So I let my EA place the trades and in when I'm not trading, of course. When I'm trading manually, I do it all myself. I enter the trades myself, but otherwise I let the EA enter my trades in high probability areas. Pardon. And from there, I just manage it myself. But we're here today for another analysis for the manual traders because I'm a still a manual trader, just less often. And yeah, let's dive into it. Let's see what this today has to offer. We can see that we are it's all a bit laggy. So first of all, we can see on the daily, we can see that that Friday candle was quite indecisive, and you can see that Tuesday or Monday, sorry, today's Tuesday. We already got up into that supply zone, close quite quite far above that previous daily candle high. Um, but if you look at these two candles, like this is the move from this high down to this low. We're still inside that kind of that range, that area. So although this is a strong candle, I feel like we're still inside this kind of this area. Why is it so laggy? So I don't know, or I don't see this yet as a strong push to the upside. I rather be patient with it, especially because we are inside that supply zone. We know that we have previous weekly highs above, so we know that price can come up, take out those highs, and then either give us a move further down, or maybe we just continue further up. Who knows? Uh, well, yeah, main thing for me is that we are still inside that area, that high that led to that low, essentially, and now we are just inside that retracement. But we can't ignore that if we go to the 4 hours, especially, we can see that price bit push up gave us that closure above, although it wasn't that strong. You can see that wick that was left behind, but we did close above the liquidity. We tapped into our supply zone and we actually just tapped into that 50% of the supply zone. And yeah, then we had that slowdown. Yesterday was a slow day in general. There wasn't that much news in the morning. There wasn't that much news in the evening. No red news. There was one orange folder, which was what's it called? Sorry, Swiss franc. I'm so tired. I slept only 4 or 5 hours, and I really need my 6.5 to 8 hours, I suppose. But I feel energized. I feel tired, but at the same time, it's a new day, and I love a new day. I love a day with full of opportunities. So, but yeah, so we got above the previous daily highs already. Again, formed quite late. Lately, we're these previous daily highs are formed quite late, if you ask me, or the previous daily lows in general. Took the highs. Now we still have Asia high intact. We've got previous daily lows and Asia lows still intact. We are inside that supply zone. So in terms of analysis and in terms of direction, I'm still looking at this area. Now, what can happen as well is that we get up here, and then we might get a move from there. This was the last break. Liquidity taken. There's still some liquidity to the upside over here. Kind of that trend line channel. But overall, we took the internal range liquidity, so we can look for bearish moves, but we can also see that we had to push here, slow down here, building up liquidity, move to the upside, and from this area, we either get a move from here. So I would look either to short from above Asia highs. Let's go to the 15-minute real quick and see what that looks like. I would either short from Asia highs. You can see that we have a low, a high, a lower low, bullish break. Actually, bearish break first, bullish break. And now this is a bit conflicting there. Sorry, something else came on my mind. Then we took the highs, and now we have another bearish break. Why did they make it like this? It's almost a line. Just put it as a line. So that would be the bearish break. Then this would be your early sellers. But if we look at this one, what's what I thought? We got a high, a low, bullish break, no bearish break, or equals. Got up there, bearish break. I'm just trying to figure out what will be the best move right now. That looks quite clear though. High, low, lower high, lower low, bullish push, retracement, continuation, bearish from there. But still got Asia highs. Oh, sorry. Asia highs above, so liquidity taken. And now we wait for Asia highs to be taken. And then we can look for shorts. That's my move for today. Because I always say, no, don't just take previous daily highs on its own. Don't just take Asia highs on its own. The only reason I would now look to short from inside Asia range is if we started to make a bearish structure. But we didn't do that at the moment or right away. So that would be low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So we have that bearish break there, but it's not a valid strong break. So then I would look for a continuation. But then I have to check this. I will do it on this chart. This seems to be more valid, and then we can see that we just returned And therefore, you can also look at this one. Yeah, all the charts are pointing out that. So I will wait for either Asia highs to be taken out or a proper break, probably from below there. So it would be high, low, high, high, low, high, high, bearish break, short, like that. Yeah, yeah. Any other scenario, of course, my main play is this. So that's it for EU, really. Bit messy, my bad. My head is a bit all over the place, but trying to focus, so can't do more than the best I can. That's what I'm currently doing. So this is looking good as well, but we didn't take previous daily highs yet. And previous daily lows, I didn't mark them on. Nice. Yeah. So we've got previous daily lows. This is looking quite nice. If you line this up with the idea of EU and the idea that Asia highs are still intact here, and New York, or sorry, previous daily highs are still intact, then bro, literally in front of where I wanted to draw. So with the idea of this still being intact and with the idea of EU did take Asia previous daily highs but didn't take Asia highs, it's quite nice that if GU gets this move to the upside where we first take the highs and then the lows, that will line up quite nicely with EU and the idea of EU still taking Asia highs before moving down. And if we zoom out on DXY, it's pretty much the same as on EU where we broke above that liquidity there. Actually, it was a previous daily high, but essentially we took that liquidity, got that slowdown, not a strong closure, anything here. This could either be an inducement for price for the sellers, then come up here and then give us a move, or we just move from here, which is my play at the moment because of the supply zone we're in. I know that we reacted from this area, and essentially it's just a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, followed by a bullish break, and then return to discount. But I can't ignore that we have this leg, and that's the leg I'm following currently. And that seems for me to be the highest probability setup. Then going to the back to the 1 hour, I can't ignore that we have this kind of this trend line liquidity there, or whatever it is. So essentially these slow down the lows here I'm targeting, which is previous weekly high as well, low as well. Another thing is that we have these equals to the downside as well. So both EU and GU seem to be pretty valid on the lower time frame as well as on the higher time frame to continue further down. EU, because we reached back into that premium pricing, got that move to the downside, another bearish structure. And GU, because of that liquidity building up, although we are inside a bullish range, we also reached back into discount pricing, premium pricing in that minor internal range structure, and therefore these lows seem to be the cards for me. Took internal range liquidity here. We're quite correctional with everything here, upside moves as well as downside moves. But if you look at it, 1, 2, 3 bearish candle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 correctional candles, 2, 3 bearish candles, super correctional, 2 bearish candles, super correctional. And then we start to turn around. Price actually started to change. Quite correctional here. push to the upside, but then follow a strong push to the downside. Correction of price behavior, building up potentially internal range liquidity. We don't know yet. Maybe we move up from here. That it wasn't internal range liquidity, but a proper turnaround. For now, it's internal range liquidity, and now we're looking at downside movement. That's it for GU. Then we have DXY. DXY was a bit hard to read, but we were on the right side. Looking at this. No, this was still Friday. So we still have those equals there. I don't know if we took it. We actually took it. But we still have this bullish range, still looking at lower pricing, which means higher pricing on EU and GU, which potentially means that wrong one, that we break above here and then get a potential move. And that will be from somewhere here, I guess, and then move from there higher, which is lower on EU and GU. Lower time frame wise, of course, I can't do a lot with it. It's not that pretty. High time frame isn't that pretty either. Low time frame isn't that pretty either. Bullish break, return to discount, looking for higher pricing. But then this one is also bullish, looking for higher pricing. But we first need to reach back into that discounted area for some relief, and then we can look for the move. And now I see an area I'm interested in. There we go. Nice. Look at that perfect support and resistance there. It is quite deep into the range. We definitely have some areas here, this one, and then especially this gap. This move is quite far, but it also says schematic. This seems to be a valid imbalance for value gap from where we get a potential move. The liquidity is quite far, so this one is, in terms of liquidity, it's better because liquidity is really close. But I could just can't ignore the fact that we have this sorry, that we have this gap over here. That push took that liquidity. So kind of a liquidity grab leading to the high to sell that led to the buy move. And that's also on the cards. So that's what I'm looking at for high time frames on DXY, a bit lower pricing. As of now, can be completely wrong, but would be nice. And that will potentially lead to a bit higher pricing on EU and GU. And then we will be looking at these areas to trade from. Same as in EU is these areas. So yeah, that's my pre-market analysis. It was a bit messy, but for me, I covered everything. I covered the moves I'm looking at for now. Lower time frame as well as potentially higher time frame. And yeah, that's from where we move. So let's see. I catch you guys in the market. Common chaos. Focus. You got this. And peace out.